Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and today we have I think what's the last video of the cards of the new box. I mean, with this one we have covered everything. This does not mean we're gonna see more different versions or some variations in the deck list, so I'm not sure, but this is what I had to come with, at least one video per each new archetype, you know. And as you may have seen from the thumbnail, this is not the classic version. I'm not saying this is the best, but I wanted to take on the responsibility of saying that this could be the most fun one. But before jumping right into it, guys, just a quick reminder: if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So I'm here with Playmaker and AI because I'm talking about the skill Fusion CLOCKUP. Let's have a quick look at the skill. So this basically gives you all you need to summon CYBERSE Clock Dragon, and not only, because you can basically go into the Borderlord Furious Dragon. So in my opinion, played in the standard way, like everyone does with this could be the, I mean, not the best one. I mean, with this guy you can still lands on Borderlord plus I guess another negation, but there's nothing more than that. So we have some crazy stuff happening with back rows and more interruptions. I think about Magic and I already see something even better about a turn 1, but as a turn 2 these can definitely take the upper hand, as this dude can become insanely big and can OTK literally anything, as you will see in replays. This gives you, when you have, this gives you a searcher. Basically any CYBERSE monster can become, can make you search the CYBERSE Clock Dragon plus, the Clock Wyvern plus the Signet Fusion, and then it makes you have all the materials you need for your link summon, thanks to Stack Reviver being summoned from out of nothing, and also the change of the attributes to Dark and to Dragon type in order to make you be able to summon not only CYBERSE Clock Dragon but also Borderlord Furious Dragon. So that's nice, but we have some spice here to go on with, and the spice is with this boy, CYBERSE Magician. So the thing is that we can achieve here in a turn 1 very easily. We can achieve literally a lockup, actually a lockdown, sorry, a lockdown for not only targeting but also attacking. You know, the thing is that this boy here, CYBERSE Clock Dragon, is as another effect, apart from becoming insanely big and being able to go over any monster, the other thing is, while you control a link monster, your opponent's monsters cannot target other monsters you control for attacks, so you cannot attack it, right? You can attack those monsters. Also, your opponent cannot target other monsters you control with card effects. So no effect targeting, no attack, apart from this, right? So the same thing is, what if we actually summon another boy? Even another CYBERSE Clock Dragon will do the work, of course. But it happens that CYBERSE Magician has the same effect. While you control a link monster, monsters your opponent controls cannot target monsters you control for attacks except this one. Also, your opponent cannot target monsters you control with card effects except this one. What happens if you make these and these on the field? That you can't do nothing because you can't target anything except this one, right? But this has the same. So when they are both on the field, the result is your opponent cannot target any monster for attacks, nor target with card effects any of your monsters on the field. The only thing you need is these two and any link monsters on the field, and you're gonna see this lockdown. It's so easy to have it. The only thing that can make you break is literally the Mystical Space Typhoon. So if you go first, you need 4 monsters, and all of these are, they can special summon themselves or they can provide an additional normal summon, so you're cheering. Of course you need the Clock Wyvern, but you can just add it with the skill. So even if you draw double links layer, I don't know, one links layer, one balance, also double links layer, one balancer load, and a backup secretary, you can just go with the skill, you grab a clock wyvern and you're chilling because you're always gonna have it. Another problem is that the skill of the combo does not work if you draw your Signet Ritual, because if you draw your Signet Ritual, you're not gonna be able to add it with your Cyber Switch, because Cyber Switch is gonna provide, is gonna search for both the Ritual and the Cyber Magician in the same time, at the same time, and also providing an additional body to link summon with or to ritual summon with. Instead, if you start with Cyber Magician, that is not a problem, because Cyber Magician is a Cyber monster, so you can actually use the skill to make it come back to your deck and add the Clock Wyvern, so you're chilling anyway. The other thing that can make you break is the Typhoon, but it's there because back rows are just the most annoying thing right there. That's why we play triple links layer to be able to get rid of back rows as well. But of course, guys, if you do not have links layer, you can just play any other Cyber monster. I suggest Microcoder probably, but you can play any other one. For the extra deck, we have the Overload. They can be useful if you do not go for the main combo. The Cyber's Clock Dragon one is totally enough. Then among these, there are just 3 you really need. There are the Cyber Switch, there are your key to have to add both the Magician and the Ritual. The Proxy Magician, that can actually fusion sometimes even without the spell card, and the Clock Lizard. Clock Lizard is the one that enable your OTKs after you go first turn with your Clock Dragon and the Cyber Magician. Then if you wanna resummon this and use its effect to make him insanely big, you need to have your Clock Lizard. So the rest is just stuff you might need, but not necessarily. And for the deck instead, just a bunch of Cyber's monster. Balancer Lord gives you an additional normal summon, that's why he's here. Backup Secretary is just a special summon, that's why he works. Then we have Monster Reborn, very useful, also as a card to add with the effect of Cyber's Clock Dragon. Couple of Typhoon, you know why. Couple of Signet Fusion, because it can happen that if you cannot return these to the deck, you won't have at least one to make the skill work. And one-time passcode that works, both to give you a body to link summon with, but also to trigger the effect of Cyber Switch. Because as you will see, if a monster is special summoned to a zone discard points you banish one spell card from your graveyard. But if you do not draw one-time passcode, you can still go into the main combo lockdown thanks to Signet Fusion. So no worries, you're gonna see, I'm gonna show you all of that. And then one copy of Signet Ritual just to summon our boy here. That's all, guys, for this deck. I think this is the most fun way to go with the new skill, going into a lockdown with the Cyber's Magician and the Cyber's Clock Dragon. And of course, no, don't be afraid to ask anything. If you have some doubts, no worries. Let's jump right into the replays. Here we go, my boys. First replay against Yugioh. Let's see what we have. This is BLS. So this is, I think, just to showcase you the power of the turn 2 that you might already know. So this dude just started with the Endymion, drawing a card, ensuring to have the normal Black Luster Soldier for next turn, plus double backers. And here comes Link Slayer, best card in this meta right now, just special summon plus triggering a back row. Then as you can see, I had the Cyber's Magician in hand. It's not a break, because we can just use the skill to return it to grab the Clock Wyvern and the Signet Fusion. So I went with Clock Wyvern at this point, Fusion Clock Up. I actually felt there was no delay in there, so I just went all the way. Proxy Magician into using the effect of Sacred Reviver to summon the Clock Wyvern, and then Proxy Magician, Fusion Summon into Cyber's Clock Dragon. We're not done yet. Monster Reborn. As you can see, we didn't use the effect, so you want to wait so that you have more Link monsters in the graveyard in order to boost up this boy the most that you can. Monster Reborn into the Wyvern, then Link Summon into the Clock Lizard. Now you use its effect. You tribute it to summon that boy by banishing anything you can. There you go, into Cyber's Clock Dragon. The effect of Clock Lizard as well to reduce the attack of monster my opponent has. And then Look at this. Milling and going with the 9500 boy, eating the poor Magistus. Turn 2. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Interrupting a 7 win streak, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I went first and I have everything I need. Because I need 4 monsters, and these are 4 monsters. We have one-time passcode is a monster basically. Monster Reborn to get something from the graveyard, and then Signet Fusion, but I can use the skill to return it and grab a Clock Wyvern, the 4th monsters I need. So let's go with the combo together very slow so that everyone can get it. You just summon Clock Wyvern first, or any extended if you have it. Use Fusion Clock Up to transform these into Stock Reviver. First Link Summon, your first Link Summon is always going to be Cyber Switch. Once you summon Cyber Switch, Stock Reviver's effect activates, but you summon it here, not here, because this effect cannot be triggered because you do not have a spell card in your graveyard. So you wait, then we use Monster Reborn to get the Stock Reviver under there. Now we have the spell, so we can use the effect of Cyber Switch that banishes the spell card and gets you both Cyber's Magician and the Signet Ritual. At this point, Link Summon into Proxy Magician. A Proxy Magician is here, Fusion Clock Up just to basically add the Decal Talker to the graveyard, then Signet Fusion to go all the way in with the Clock Wyvern in hand, all the way into Cyber's Clock Dragon. You do not want to use the effect, not at all. Then because you use the effect of adding these 2 boys, you can use the effect of Cyber Switch that tells you that you can summon a level 4 or lower Cyber type monster in your graveyard. So you get it, you get the Wyvern, and it has to be level 4 because you have to make the counts in your mind, in your head, because you need to have at least 7. So we went with Clock Wyvern, then one-time passcode that summons a level 4, so we can go Signet Ritual, summoning the Cyber's Magician, and at this point, with this field, your opponent cannot attack and cannot target monsters with card effects. Anything, nothing. So this dude probably, I guess, orcust with triple backrows. These were actually heavy backrows, but there was no delay because this probably was Crackdown, this probably was some Book of Moon, but anything, you can't activate anything. Lockdown, no targeting, nothing. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Third duel, my boys. Let's see what we have. Here we go first, but we do not have the combo, unfortunately, because we have this Typhoon. That is a problem, because we need 4 monsters to go live with the first one. So we're going... Actually, when you do not have the broken combo of the Signet Magician, you can just go Signet, Cyber Switch, then a one-time passcode to get that Cyber Switch to grab both the boys, so we're chilling. Now Cyber Switch to summon the Stock Reviver so that can I go into Proxy Magician, and Fusion Clock Up to make those level 4s, then Signet Fusion into the Cyber's Clock Dragon. As you can see, if you missed the last monster, that was a Typhoon, you do not have enough stuff to go for your Cyber's Magician. That's the problem. So we can just wait. Still they can't target anything except the Clock Dragon. It is actually a live twin, so that can be a problem for sure. So Evil Twin, Kisikil, then Lila, and all the way, of course, drawing a card. He's going with Legend of Heroes again, Kisikil again, so next turn he can pop. Just triple back row, just went for the Typhoon and pop one of them. But now I have what I need. Signet Ritual, he's not expecting this. Boom, Cyber's Magician. Now, as soon as Cyber's Magician hits the field, he can't target anything. But as soon as he summons, he says compulsory. He realized he can only target its own monster, as you can see. That's how you do it, my boy. And he scooped. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Level up, this was my rank up to TLV 19. Then I actually went back down because I was testing something else. But it's us to go first, and we have the combo. We have 4 monsters. That's everything we need. So again, Link Slayer, Clock Wyvern, getting the token transformed into Stacked Reviver, then Cyberse Witch to begin with, using the effect of Stacked Reviver to summon the the Clock Wyvern, then one-time passcode to get the summon, and the Search of the Witch to get both the boys, then Link Summon into Clock Lisa. This was a mistake that will make this duel go on and on and on. I should have saved this, but I misplayed. I could not summon the Proxy Magician straight away because Proxy Magician needs to affect monster, and of course the token summoned by one-time passcode is a normal monster. That's why I went with that. Then I used Cyberse Witch effect to get the Clock Wyvern again. Cyberse Clock Up, the skill of course, Signet Fusion into the Cyberse Clock Dragon, and now we have 5+3, that is more than 7, so we can go Signet, Ritual into Cyberse Magician. There you go, our lockdown is live. And look at this guy has Luna Lights. So I think he thought he already won because I had an extra deck monster, so he can summon Leo Dancer basically all the way. There you go, Lunalight Fusion. He's got everything to go for it. Lunalight Leo Dancer #1. So he started with this, but guess what? He entered the battle. I went also with the Malevolent Sin, but he can't target anything. He went into the battle phase and realized he can't do nothing. From now on, it's just gonna be me damning myself because I sent the Clock Lizard to the graveyard. Because now to have once you stop your opponent from targeting, you just need to summon the Clock Lizard in order to resummon the Clock Dragon with its boost, activate its effect and boost it up. So at this point I just had to wait. I'm gonna speed things up because here is just him going on with Lunalight Fusion, repeatedly going into the battle phase, but he can't do nothing. At this point I summoned the Proxy Magician, but was just waiting again. I just need one card, guys, that is about to come. This is the only card I need. Was more. Oh, it's not this as well. We're just waiting. At this point, he was waiting because he was the one to win because he had more cards than me. At this point, here comes though the moment of truth. Still not yet. 2 cards left in the deck, but there you go. Monster Reborn was what I needed because at this point I'm just summoning another Link monster to have even more Link monsters on the field. Fireball Dragon eating the field. And I was glad I did this. Then we have Clock Wyvern to summon the token. Then I went straight away into Card Talker, another Link monster, another crucial thing. Then Monster Reborn into the Clock Lizard. Now we use the effect. We summon the boy, the Cyberse Clock Dragon. That here it comes to use the effect of Lizard, but I didn't use the effect. I couldn't use the effect of Cyberse Clock Dragon because I had not enough cards to send from the top of my deck. I forget about this part. He went though for the White Princess, just giving me the win because Link monsters are not affected, so Leo Dancer becomes both the Leo Dancers become monsters with 0 attack. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Guys, that is all for this spicy version of Fusion Clock Dragon. I hope you enjoyed this lockdown. One of the best things to see your opponent that does not understand why he can't do nothing. He can't activate cards or stuff. Of course, because they targets. Anyway, that's all. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.